This is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaughan along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack that. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow will throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Results in a 4th down.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Detroit defense, we get set to watch them go. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here we go. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Jake Bailey now. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
What's that? Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 39 yards. And the Lions will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Bengals nothing.
I should probably start it here, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink you got to chill.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
11.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
11 MP.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. DJ Reader. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And the Lions first down.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. But it's the Lions that have the early lead. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go tonight. 180.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his
touchdown! Tim Patrick, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escapes the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Fielded at the 43. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 87 yards rushing for him now in the 1st half of this Super Bowl.
2nd and 4.
20.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati set to take over once again. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a gain of 11.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Bengals, 1st down.
Now it's Burrow. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Boy stays up. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short one there, caught by Likely. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Here we go. At the 20-yard line.
Stop.
On first and 10, here's Brown. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
And 10. At the Lions.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20-line. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
7 yards. And it's 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half.
Jake Bailey.
These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Oh, look at the juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
White in.
They'll look to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibans. It'll be a gain of 5.
On one, right?
And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 180.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Gibbs straight ahead. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Lions first down.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 163 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Lions.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
180. What's that?
They'll try the air now with Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On one, ready? 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And it's 3rd down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Downward throw caught by one of their linemen. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Lions continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. McGough and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Get set.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
I'm one, right?
And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Turtle shot.
They'll look to throw here. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And out to Gibbs, headed right here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I like it. I like the call.
Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here is 3rd and 5. Goff. And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
It's complete. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
So a moment to savor here. Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Detroit Lions. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.